Hello. I've been sitting here with my makeup on for a really long time because I have been watching Paulina and her live, and I was like, I don't want to go, but now I have done my base and it's like, now I'm just sitting here, so I had to go. But it was so much fun. And yeah, I was going to say something, but now I forgot it. But yeah, I have a highlighter on that I had to tone down so much because it was so blinding. It was I first put on highlighter from H&M, but then I put on this I Love Sarah E from Dose of Colors, and this is in Bathe. And if I take too much, it's super dark, but it's so nice. Oh, I have swatches of something else there. Oh, that was... Did I take out pieces? Yeah. It looks really dark, but it's nice. But I had to powder it down. La la la. Today, as you may see in the title, or may not, I don't know. Yeah, you may see it. I'm going to compare these two. I have not used either one of them. This is the Too Faced Sparkling Pineapple Eyeshadow Palette. And it smells so nice. It looks like that. And then I bought the obvious dupe, Hot Tropic from W7. It looks like that. Let's see if I can hold them up at the same time. Like that. So they are obvious dupes. There even is a pineapple. And I think the shades look pretty similar, except the shimmers. I swatched them here. I don't know if it will show up so well. Let's see if I can. The golds look the same, but they didn't feel the same. But the shimmers, that gold, green, whatever. In the Too Faced palette, it's more like a brown purple. It doesn't look like it in the camera, but it really is like a blue, brown, maybe a little green. And the other one is more like a dirty gold. So those two colors are not the same. Maybe they will look the same, I don't know, but they don't look the same when I swatch them anyway. So I will do try to do similar looks, but I have one palette on one eye and the other palette on the other eye. I was planning on using these as well, but they are not the same, and I have already bronzed. This is the Pineapple Sun from Too Faced. Oh my god. Stay. Like that. It looks like that. So it's like a highlighter and a bronzer. And the bronzer is not shimmery. But this actually says Summer Sunshine Duo Glow Highlighter. But I have categorized it as a bronzer. It smells like coconut. It looks like that. So it's not the same shades. Maybe the shimmer one. Maybe we can swatch it. Like that. And then... Ooh, they swatched very nice. I don't think they will swatch the same at all, if I'm going to be honest. No. Especially not this. Oh, that was hard to swatch. Yeah, that's really hard to swatch. But it looks like that. Let's see if you can see. So that's the highlighter from the Too Faced one, and that is from the other one. God, it's hard to show you. And that's the nice shimmery one from the W7, and that's the one from Too Faced. So there are two really pretty highlighter or bronzer, whatever in this, but this is more like bronzer and a highlighter. And like I said, I have already used the bronzer, so yeah, those will not be compared. Let's put it back like that. But yeah, let's start using the. I'm so excited. I have a dupe for yeah, I can use that. The other palette as well, but I thought that maybe that's something someone else wants to do, and it's not something I want to do right now, so I took these two palettes. Oh, why do it burn in my eye? Ow. And I really hope there is not too much fallout. Not that I'm going anywhere, but you know. And I hope my phone doesn't die, because I have listened to Paulina for so long. Paulina. That my battery almost died. Yeah, so I'm having my power bank plugged in. So let's hope that works. Okay, let's see. Let's use the light shade first, called which order are these? I don't know which order they are. God, that's annoying. That is either Pineapple Cooler or Yum Yum. I think it is. Wait. I'm going to check on the Razzle Dazzle and see if I can guess it by the names of that one. Ooh. Oh, it smells so nice. Bad to the Berry, that has to be the dark shade. Oh, it smells so nice. And it looks like that, if you didn't know. That is also very pretty. That means that that shade is that shade, and that means that it's called Yum Yum. Let's go with Yum Yum. Okay, let's not mix these up. So I'm taking this on this side, the two. This will not show up that much because it's very light, but I just want to use it when we're doing this. And just, it's kind of setting the base, but not really. It always shows up more yellow on me than it does in the pan. That's so weird. And I'm cleaning off the brushes that I don't have duplicates of, so I don't use them. You know what I mean. Do these have names? Yeah, this one is called shade number 1. That shade. God, it's so hard with the light. It's like you see me clearly, but everything gets, you know, super bright when you're supposed to show it. That's hard. But yeah, let's use the same shade. I have tried some W7 palettes before. I have all the tins and all the cardboard palettes because I bought the last ones now, and the ones I have used, I have been very pleased with the quality, especially the one I have. The first video I did in this series is where I compared that one to the electric palette from Urban Decay, and that one is really good actually. This one will be called something number 2. I think this series is called Half Face, and I have a playlist, so you can just go in there and you will find that video. This is nice, but it's more light, and it looks more like it does in the pan actually than the other one, because that's turning a bit dark. I don't know if you can see it, but trust me. Then I'm going to use, if we are going with that, Passports and Pineapples. It's that matte shade. By the way, I always think of this when I look at my videos, but it wasn't until recently that I noticed it in other ways. But you know, when I do my makeup, I always put the brush between my fingers. I don't know why I do that and not do like this or whatever, but, and I don't know if all people do it, but I do it like that, and I almost never use that finger. I either pull it in or just have it like that, and that's weird because that's the do you call it index finger? But that's the one that I have the most power in. You know what I mean? So it's so weird that I don't use it. And we were playing a board game, me and my family, and my dad noticed that when I rolled the dice, and then I sorted them out, so you know, all the 5s in one place and so on. And when I picked up the dices, I picked them up like that. I didn't use that finger to pick it up, I did like that. And he was like, what's wrong with you? And I have never thought of it, and I don't know if it's weird or if everyone else do it, but I don't know why I don't use that finger for that stuff. And then when he pointed it out, I got so aware of what I was doing and trying to use this instead, and I just messed up the dices and everything, so that was a mind fuck. But yeah, just a side note. But I think I got to do this when I was in my makeup school or whatever, because it's more stable to hold it like that. It's not that flimsy. And like I said, maybe all people do that, I never noticed, but apparently it's a bit weird that I do it. And this shade was excellent. So let's take another brush and use number 3 in this palette. Since I already know that that shimmer shade is a bit different, I'm not going to use it all over the lid, but I am going to use it just to see, because then it will be obvious, you know, that they don't match that way if I use it that much. Do you know what I mean? Oh, this looks kind of similar. And this is first impression because I haven't used either of these palettes before. It feels like that shade is a bit darker, but let's change brush. Because I'm used to going back and forth. I never do one eye and then do the other. I do them simultaneously. That's not what it's called, but you know what I mean. So it's weird to do one eye and then do one eye. Right off the bat, I think that this shade is easier to use. Not that this is hard, but it's just something I noticed. And it's a bit darker, but otherwise it looks the same. So now I'm going to use the even darker shade, and that is called Tutti Cutie, and it's the dark matte brown. There are 3 mattes and 4 shimmers in these palettes, and therefore there are 7 shades. So this will be a neutral warm brown look, but that's just the nature of the palette. But yeah. Okay, I did not like that brush to apply that, so I'm taking the one I used before. before. Sometimes it's not the shades, it's the brushes that don't go well with the shade you have. So don't blame the shadow until you have tried different brushes or different techniques, you know. I'm just taking it a bit up here. God, I'm hungry. They talked about food on Paulina's live, and I'm so hungry. I have not eaten. And I don't know what time it is, but I always quit work very early on Fridays. I work 5 hours, so I work from 7 to 12, kinda. And then I don't eat lunch at work. And that means that I usually forget to eat it. And now I'm super hungry. And I've been out collecting packages, and I have one that I want to pick up, but I also feel like going out, really. But yeah, that shade looked really pretty, and now I'm going to use shade number 6 in this one. I have a feeling that that won't be that. Oh, that was powdery. That had a lot of kick up. Can I? No, that I can do. Ooh. Is that a hair? Yep. By the way, I have gotten so much breakouts around here. When I counted it before I put on my makeup, I had like 12 different breakouts, and they are tiny. I have not even covered them up properly. But I wonder if it's the CC cream. I didn't use that today, but I don't know what else it could be that is new and covers my chin. So I really hope it's not that. I usually don't have that problem. This was a bad idea. God, I'm hungry. I noticed that the Too Faced shades are more like, they're pigmented, and when you put them on, oh god, I still have highlighter here. Yeah. You put them on, they stay in place, and you can blend them and so on, but they still stay in place. These shadows from W7 you put on, but they kind of blend away a bit into each other. So this dark shade is just blending away a bit and not really darkening it up. Do you understand what I mean? So I have to be a bit more careful here. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not, because I'm so far away. It's not the end of the world. It's not hard to work with, but I'm just telling you what I notice is different. So, but they feel really soft, these shades. So this is more blown out or blended or whatever. This is not that. So if you like a more blended look, maybe the W7 shades are better for you. Now I'm just taking the same shades that I've used before to just make the two sides look the same. It's so fun. People get so annoyed that I usually do a rounded shape of my eyeshadow. I usually don't take it out, I make it round, but then I take an eyeliner that is straight, and people get so annoyed. Oh, you can't have an eyeliner wing when you have a rounded shape. And it's like, yeah, I have it all the time when I do makeup, so no worries. No worries at all. I feel like that goes a bit further. Ooh, no. Now I'm taking the shimmer. And I'm taking the gold, and I know the Too Faced one was really crumbly, and you could feel the glitter texture, and it's kind of moving around when I'm putting my brush in, so I will see if I can take it out with a brush. I'm not sure. I need a mirror that is close. Use this. That's so weird. And you know, when I put my brush in the Too Faced palette, I kind of move around the shimmer like it's almost a pressed glitter, but it isn't. Do I have to apply this with my finger? I don't like that. Let's try. It's so crumbly. I think I will get so much fallout right now. That worked a bit better. But I know that if I would put my brush in with more force, I will remove all the shadow because it's not that tightly packed. I'm just putting it here in the middle. And I'm going to use another brush for the other palette, because I don't want to mess it up. But I think that will be easier to apply, but maybe I'm wrong. No, that was easier. The W7 one was much easier to apply, I can tell you. But it's still a bit annoying. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Please don't give me fallout. And the Too Faced one is slightly more bronze, and this one is slightly more gold. Now we're taking one of the light shimmers. I'm just cleaning the brushes. I'm taking Pineapple Cooler. That shade, I used that shade. What was that called? It's the middle shade. Sparkling Pineapple, of course. Oh, tickles. Let's see. This is not the same formula, but it's hard to pick up on the brush, and it's getting hard pan. Is it, or is it just creamy? We'll have to see. I'm not picking up anything on the brush. That's weird. Let's take another brush. I think... Let's see if I picked up something. No. Okay. Is it a... I'm not picking up anything. I have to take it with my finger. Ooh. I don't like that. It's like a cream. Is it a cream? Is it a cream? But it still would have picked up. But it performs like a cream. Oh my god, that's so weird. Don't like that. It's pretty, but I don't like that. I could not pick up that if it weren't for using my finger. It didn't pick up on any of the brushes I used. Now I'm going to try the one from W7. Number 7. Looks like this picks up. Let's see. Yeah, but that was not very intense. Let's use some more. Don't make me use my finger for this shade as well. It picks up at least a little, but I will try to do it with my finger on this one as well. But this just feels like a normal powder, so I don't know why that didn't go well. Well, the Too Faced one was harder to pick up, and I don't know if you can see, but made a weird dent in it. You can kind of press into it, and my fingerprint is on here. But yeah, but when I finally picked it up with my finger, it was really intense. The W7 one picked up with a brush, but it was not that intense. And even when I put it on with a finger, it didn't feel like that intense, but it is, you know. If I would have told you that I have used the same palette on both eyes, I think you would have believed me. But yeah, this one is more white champagne and this one is more gold champagne. Weird. And now I'm going to take the weird shimmer, I thought the weird, under my eye and see if we can do something with that. So, Island Queen. Now it looks like a purple. It's such a weird shade. That shade. Yeah. Well, this picks up at least. This may destroy the look, but I just want to use it. Ooh, it looks... That looks nice. That looks really nice. This, I bet, would look super pretty on the eye, you know, on the lid. And together with the look I'm doing, it looks more brown gold, but I bet that if you did it with like a green or purple or blue, I don't know, because it shimmers in those, it will turn so it will look different. Now I'm going to try the other one in the W7 palette, and I don't think it will look the same. This just looks like a dirty gold, but maybe we're wrong. Maybe if I would have put it on the lid, we will see a bigger difference, but I don't think we will do that now. No, they actually look quite similar when I use it this way. The only thing is that this Too Faced side has a little more goldy green. And this side do not, but they look the same when you use it like this. And now I'm going to use the last shade. Oh, I've used all the shades, yay! And that is Coconut Sugar. It's a shimmer also. But it looks like the other one, but warmer, more champagne maybe? I don't know. But this was easy to pick up. Am I stupid? Is that a cream? Because I know there is a similar shade in the Razzle Dazzle palette. Now I'm putting this in the inner corner and on the last part of the under eye here. It's such a mix of warm and cool toned browns, I think. But that's just me. And now I'm going to use the shade number 2 in the Hot Tropic palette. That also picked up. This shade is not as intense, but we build it up a bit. Yeah, that's better. So, let's see. I must say, they look exactly the same when you look like this. You could definitely get the same look. The only thing I'm questioning is... Oh, sorry, there was just so much sparkle in that shade. But if you would use that shade all over the lid, I don't think you would get a similar look with this palette, because that's a pretty unique shade. Even though it looks like a regular blue-brown, it really isn't. But if you use that like I have done and use the other shades, I think you will get a really similar vibe. Maybe you have to use a little bit more with this palette, but not much. It was really easy to use. This was nice to use, but that shade was like, what? I think this shade is similar, like that one. I think that is a cream. Yeah, it feels exactly the same. Let's see if I can pick that up. Yeah, it performs exactly the same. And it doesn't pick up anything on brush. Let's see, let's try another brush. Oh, I pointed. No, I made holes. Yeah, it does not pick up with a brush. So I bet that if I use this, I will have to use that shade with a finger as well. I like this color story more. I will see if I do a similar video. I'm not done, but with this palette as well. But I think I will wait and see, because I know that there are other people that want to do that video. So I am no rush in being first with anything, so I can wait. But I'm going to finish up the look. I'm not going like this, and I will be back. Oh god, I'm filming for so long. But yeah, I will be back soon. Hello! Now I'm back, and I'm so bright. Why? I bought a new, not one, but I used the new Colourpop eyeliner in Nut. It's like a shimmery brownie, bronze, whatever. It's so hard to show you. And I was so worried because when I got it and opened it up just today, it was kind of cracked around the edges, and I was like, oh no, it's dry, but it really wasn't. But it's so different, because the other ones I've tried have been really intense and you can see the line very easily. But this one was more like, of course you get the color that is in here, but it also more like this nice shimmer. I don't think you can see it, but it looks really nice. Really nice. Paulina köpte den. It was really nice. Yeah, and on my lips I thought, oh, brown shimmery. So I took Brown Sugar from, look, it's so bright, from the Jeffree Star Summer Collection. You know, all of these are glittery, so yeah, it doesn't matter. It looks weird how no matter what, I do. But yeah, so this is the final look. I'm super pleased. Wait. I'm super pleased with it, and I must say, like I said before, these look absolutely the same. The only thing that is different is that one shade that I have under here. I think that will look different if I use it on the lid, but I don't know, maybe it won't. And it's like this. So I have the Too Faced one on this side and the W7 one on this side. It looks so cute. Oh god. They look so cute. Focus on me. Hello. And this one cost 40 Swedish crowns. That's like $4. This one was not $4. You can add in a 0 after it. But yeah, but it's pretty. But I like them both and they are really nice. But if you can't afford this or can't get a hold of it, I think you would be very happy with this palette. If it's not that specific shade you are looking for that I talked about. That shade, that is really unique. That is really not the same shade in here. It looks like that, but I don't, in my opinion, it's not. This is a very neutral palette, but it doesn't feel like that in a way. And yeah, that's a funny cream shadow in there. It's not a cream, but it's still a cream. So weird. But yeah. That was the end of this video. I hope you liked it. I have thought about doing a lot of these videos because I have a lot of palettes that I have the original one, and then I also have a dupe or like a million dupes. Oh god, my voice just disappeared. And if there is something you would like to see or a specific palette that you want to see dupes for, like for instance I have a million Modern Renaissance dupes or Subculture or the Naked palettes or whatever, so I can do that and I think it's kind of fun. And if you want to see the other one I have done, it's in the playlist that I think is called Half Face. I think so. This one will be, I think I call this series that. And the other one I compare the Electric palette. And it's the same brand actually, W7. And I also give you a lot of other dupes. But yeah, never mind, that's another video. Yeah. And I have started to plan my makeup collection video, how I'm going to do it and like that. So when I go on vacation next week, I go on, my last work day is Wednesday. So then I will start planning it more. But yeah, that was all for now.